right. I'm sorry I'm laughing like this, man. I just have to laugh just because it's crazy to me, man. It's literally crazy to me. The the times the times that we're living in, man. The times that we're living in, it's kind of crazy, man. It really is. Just as recent, we been talking about a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? But I did bring up and made a video about the whole Francis Ngannou and Dana White issue. And as a recent, Dana White actually got on a post-fight press conference and actually said that Francis Ngannou is not a good guy. And I quote, he says, Francis Ngannou is all about the money. He's all about his money. Well, here we go again with Dana White and the UFC contradicting themselves. Okay? All right? Look, they gave out bonuses. All right? They gave out bonuses for UFC 308. And even Ilia Topuria had to complain. Okay? Ilia Topuria says, and even I was thinking this, I knock out Max Holloway, a person who never gets knocked out, okay, in Max Holloway. Max Holloway has never been knocked out, let alone knocked down, okay? And Ilia Topuria was able to go in there and knock him out. And the UFC and Dana White, they give him a $50,000 bonus. $50,000 bonus. Look, guys, that's just pathetic. In my opinion, that is pathetic. Why are the bonuses still the same from 12 years ago? It makes no sense to me. Dana White talking about that Francis Ngannou is all about the money is a total bullshit BS contradiction, okay? Especially if you're giving out guys like Ilia Topuria, after knocking out Max Holloway, a $50,000 bonus. That makes no sense. Hell yeah, bro. Can I get a birthday shout out? Janus, I don't know. Hugh Janus. Hugh Janus, happy birthday. All right, it sounds like huge anus, but yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, happy birthday to you. Bless everybody on the chat. Like and subscribe. Okay, if you're new to the channel, please, it helps me build the channel. All right, go ahead and give me the thumbs up. It takes minimal effort, guys. It takes minimal effort. But let's get back to the topic. All right, Dana White is idiotic. All right, he's crazy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Please, guys, like and subscribe. But let's get back to the topic. Dana White is totally crazy. He's out of his mind and he's out of control. All right. There's no way that a person like Ilia Topuria deserved a $50,000 bonus after knocking out Max Holloway. He needed a bigger bonus after that. All right, a huge bonus after that. Not $50,000. I can't understand how the UFC still has the same system that they had 10, 15 years ago. It makes no sense. How you doing, guys? How you doing? Bless. Hopefully everybody's doing great on the chat, having a beautiful, beautiful week. All right. You already know, guys, like and subscribe. Like I said, it takes minimal effort to give me that thumbs up. But let's get back to the topic, man. Dana White is out of control, man. He's out here giving $50,000 bonuses when he knows for a fact that knockout deserves much, much more than that. You know what I mean? I'm not the only guy complaining. When a fighter complains, Ilia Topuria is complaining. That shows what type of organization he's working for. I mean, he's not the only guy complaining. Do you guys remember Rampage Jackson? Rampage Jackson, he has a YouTube channel, and he expresses, you know what I'm saying, his concern about the UFC and how the UFC conducts their businesses. Because what he states is that he had what's the shoe? Oh man, what's the shoe? Reebok. he had a Rampage Jackson had a Reebok deal. What's up? How you doing, clan? Hopefully you having a blessed one. Hopefully you having a good one, guys. Like and subscribe if you're on the chat. Where are you from? I am from originally from up north, but I'm living in the south now. The south is my home now. I've been here for half my life now, so this is what it is, guys. Yeah, that's where I'm from. Where's everybody from and what you're doing, guys? Like and subscribe, all right? We have a lot of people on the chat. Come on, it takes minimal effort to give me that thumbs up. Come on, guys. Finally, bro, you're gaining viewers. Habibi, that's the way it goes, man. That's the way it goes. You know, if you keep at it and you know what I mean, you stay focused, right? Things start happening. You know what I mean? Positive things start happening, especially if you have that positive atmosphere around you. You too. I'm from the Middle East. Oh, you from the Middle East? Well, bless from me to the Middle East. Bless all of you guys. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I've never been, you know, to the Middle East. Well, love to go. You know, I have a lot of people from different areas who chat with me, so that's definitely a place that I do want to go and visit. But Rampage Jackson has a podcast, and he basically expresses concerns about the UFC and how they conduct their business. Because Rampage Jackson, before the UFC had a Reebok deal, the Rampage Jackson on the side, he had his own Reebok deal before the UFC ever knew about Reebok and you know, having them as a sponsor. Rampage Jackson had actually had the connection with Reebok, and he was the first fighter, first person in the UFC with a Reebok sponsor. Now, when he brought Reebok into the UFC, Dana White and the UFC actually told him to take it off. They told him, well, Reebok is not a part of, you know, our sponsors. And he was like, I don't give a shit. Rampage Jackson literally said, I don't give a shit. Like, they're my sponsors. You know what I mean? So, yeah, they're gonna sponsor me for this fight. And literally Dana White and the UFC made him take it off. Made him take off the Reebok off of his pants. Off of his pants while he fought. All right, and the reason for that was because Dana White and the UFC claimed that they didn't have a relationship with Reebok. So they didn't belong in the UFC as a sponsor. Then, not soon after, the UFC, all right, gets a deal with Reebok, okay, and starts paying less money to the fighters. And that's when Rampage Jackson actually left the UFC. You know, he wasn't retired. The UFC didn't retire. He goes into further detail in his podcast, and he explains that the UFC made it seem like he was going to, you know, that he retired, but in reality, he left because he was pissed that the UFC took his sponsor and made it a whole big deal and didn't even give him a cut. You see how the UFC does business? They badmouth independent contractors who are their own business, all right? Which in reality, the fighters should have you know, room to sue Dana White in the UFC because you're bad-mouthing, you know, their business in public. And you're not only that, but you're taking advantage of these fighters. Look at what they did to Rampage Jackson. Look at Ilia Topuria complaining about his payout. Talking about, you know, I knocked out Max Holloway. Max Holloway has never been knocked out, and you're going to give me $50,000? That's it? Bro, that's crazy. That's the same system that they've been having for the last 15 years, and they have yet to change that. All right? Keep undercutting the fighters. Keep underpaying the fighters. Keep telling yourself that if Francis Ngannou would have stayed with the UFC, right, he would have made more money than he did with that PFL contract. That is idiotic. Dana, you're nuts. You're nuts, man. You're crazy. Guys, we have almost you know, 50 people on the chat. Come on, like and subscribe. It takes minimal effort. So give me that thumbs up. It tells the algorithm that you're feeling my material, and I really appreciate it, you guys. But yeah, guys, this has gotten out of control, man. Somebody really needs to sit down and have a conversation with Dana White, because I think it's totally disrespectful that he's able to just get on a mic and totally badmouth somebody not even badmouth him as like a businessman. He's here badmouthing Francis Ngannou uh, as a human being. How are you gonna say, oh yeah, Francis Ngannou is a bad? He's not a good guy. He's not a good guy. Why? Why is he a good guy? Because he's looking out for his best interest. Because you guys refuse to pay him what he thinks he's worth. Because he's looking elsewhere for a better contract. Go to bed, Unc. Uh, I don't think I'll be going to bed, but if I was going to bed, I'm gonna lay up and chill. You know what I'm saying? I don't really need to go to bed though. You should go to bed. You know, you shouldn't be watching me if you're thinking about going to bed. You know what I'm saying? Honestly. Guys, like and subscribe. We have almost 60 people on the chat. All right, like and subscribe. Give me the thumbs up. If you're not giving me the thumbs up, then you're just a hater, man. You're just a hater and you don't belong on my channel. All right, that's what it is. All right, so don't be a hater. Give me the thumbs up. I should have at least the same amount as I have on the chat as many people. Okay, Dad. Okay. Oh, okay. What the hell? People are weird out here, man. People get online just to, you know what I mean, be stupid and, you know, spread negativity. And in reality, you know what I'm saying, that negativity never gets to me. And if it does get to you guys, you got a lot of growing up to do, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Preston Bright. I don't know what you're writing. You said type shit. I don't know what that means, guys. Guys, like and subscribe. But yeah, let's continue talking about this. What I was talking about, which is Dana White and his craziness, and his ability to just run his mouth and badmouth people in public. You know what I mean? It makes no sense, man. It makes no sense to me. Excuse me. I think somebody should get on the mic and start bad mouthing him and start talking about how bad of a person he is. I mean, you know, Dana White and the UFC are over here, you know, suspending and cutting fighters because, you know, they have domestic violence, you know, issues and whatnot. Well, Dana White, you also had a domestic violence issue at a club. You know, there's video of it, of you smacking the shit out of your wife. And not only did you smack the shit out of your wife, but you also head kicked her. You head stomped her. It's on video, man. You know what I mean? You smacked her. You pushed her down. She falls down. I see a hip little movement. It looked like you kicked her, maybe in the face or in the chest. Come on, Dana. Come on. John Jones is the most humble UFC fighter of all time. If you say so, man. If you say so, I happen to disagree with that. You know, definitely. I know for a fact that you're saying that just to say it. You know, you probably don't even watch UFC, and if you know John Jones for a fact that he is not a humble fighter, not at all, 0%, 0% of humbleness. Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there, right? But yeah, guys, you know, it's a total contradiction when it comes to Dana White in the UFC. Dana White could smack his wife tomorrow, right? And then the next day he could cut a UFC fighter for doing the same thing. All right, that's basically where Dana White in the UFC is right now. It makes me sick to my stomach. I can't even believe that we have guys, you know, champions like Ilya Taporia complaining about, you know what I'm saying, a bonus. Come on. It's pathetic now. It's $50,000 for a bonus. That's pathetic. There definitely should be a minimum of like, you know, a way better payout. $50,000. People were getting paid bonuses that much 15 years ago. Why is it the same system? It makes no fucking sense to me. None. 0%. You know, and somebody needs to hold Dana White accountable for what he's saying. You know, I wonder if any of these UFC fighters ever bump into Dana White and, you know, there's nobody around. It's just him and Dana White. I wonder if that ever happens because somebody needs to hold Dana White accountable. You know, you're bad mouthing people's career. You're bad mouthing them as a human being. And, you know what I mean? For them to conduct their business, other people are going to be like, well, you know, I don't know if I want to do business with you because, you know, a president from a huge organization says that you're no fun to, you know, deal with. And not only that, but you're not a good human being. Like, where does that make sense? It makes no sense. Honestly. There should be a new rule set in place where if you're bad mouthing UFC fighters, the UFC fighters should be liable to sue you. You know, straight up. I know there's laws, protecting big organizations and companies, talking about that you can't publicly shame, the organization, the company, and you can't publicly talk about specific things that have to do with the company. The same rules should apply to the fighters. Man, this guy is only thinking about dick and balls. I mean, his name is Dick and Balls. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and remove this guy just because I just, to be real with you, I'm not into no dick and balls. You know what I mean? That's something that I'm not into. You know what I'm saying? If you're into that, that's what's up. That's your life. You do your thing. It's beautiful. Everybody has freedom to do whatever they do, but don't get in my chat. You know what I mean? Talking about dick and balls and sending dick and balls emojis. Because in reality, if I was in front of you, I'll probably smack the shit out of you. All right? That's most likely what I'd do. And I'll probably ankle pick your ass and drop you on your fucking head. I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? But moving on from that, because people are so tough on the internet and on the chat. But yeah, guys, if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. Like I always say, it helps me build the channel. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my corazon. Really, I do. I appreciate you guys. I'm trying to build this channel. Started off with 0 subscribers, and we're kicking it. We're kicking it old school, and we're gonna keep kicking this can all the way up until we reach our goal. All right. So guys, please help me. Give me that thumbs up, like and subscribe. It takes minimal effort. Now, when I heard about the Rampage Jackson situation, about how Rampage Jackson had a Reebok deal before Reebok came to the UFC, and how the UFC basically stopped that from happening and made him take off the sponsor. When I heard that and I was listening to that, it made me sick to my stomach, man. It really did. It really did, because it just shows the powers to be. It shows the power that an organization have. They could literally stop you in your tracks from doing whatever you're doing, and if they don't like the way you're moving and going about your business, they could just cut you. Or even worse, they could make you quit and then make it seem like you just retired. When in reality, that wasn't the case. That's a that's a scary organization to be a part of, in my opinion, because they're not looking out for your best interest. They're really not. They're looking out for their best interest. They're looking out for their pockets, and that's all that matters. And that's a scary thought, man. It really is. It really, really is. There needs to be more fighters out there, talking up. There need to be more fighters out there, giving their opinions. You know what I mean? I'm glad Ilya Taporia actually put out that information that he's unhappy with his bonus. Who wouldn't be unhappy with their bonus? Especially if you have other people getting $100,000 bonuses, $200,000 bonuses, even $1 million bonus. We hear about DC talking about how after he fought for the John Jones fight, that he got his regular payout, and then he had went home, and later on Dana White calls him and said, "Hey, we sending you a check. The pay-per-views did really, really well. We're sending you $1 million," and they ended up sending him $1 million bonus. It's crazy to me. $1 million, that sounds like a great bonus. That's a definite great bonus. However, a $50,000 bonus, $50,000 bonus. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me, man. It doesn't. It really doesn't. I think Francis Ngannou was right about the UFC, about them not wanting him to, to have generational wealth. I mean, come on. Let's think about this really fast. Why was it that when Conor McGregor, brought up the idea of fighting Floyd Mayweather, there was no. You didn't miss anything, man. You really didn't miss anything. Um, but damn, I forgot what I was saying. I forgot totally what I was saying. Damn. But yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me, man. It does not make sense to me when it comes to Dana White and the way they go about their business. They really there needs to be somebody who I think the UFC should start a union, protecting the fighters. To be real, and I know the UFC is not going to do that, but the fighters should have done that. They should have started a union, like the NFL, the NBA, the NHL, all these big organizations. They have they have that. You know what I mean? They have a union to protect the fighters. And the UFC just doesn't have that. The fighters don't have that. They're independent contractors, so they could get treated any way which way they want, and it's totally biased towards the UFC. You know what I mean? Like they could do whatever they want basically. And not only that, but they can also publicly shame you and write their own narrative, which is also scary. Because if you're your own business, like I said, and you have this, big president at another organization that's huge, what I mean, who's bad mouthing you, talking bad about you, talking about how bad of a human being you are. How is that going to make you look for your next negotiations with any organization, for that matter? It's not going to make you look, good. It's not going to paint you in a great picture, you know? It's insane to me, man. It literally is insane to me. It's crazy. But the fighters, they I guess everything is gonna, stay the way it is for years to come, especially with the new lawsuit, being, basically done with, you know, the antitrust lawsuit that's already done with. Fighters are gonna get payouts. There's gonna be, they already said there's gonna be like, I don't know, like 50 fighters getting $1 million. And then there's gonna be another like 100 fighters getting $100,000 to $200,000, and another 500 fighters getting like $80,000. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I thought with the antitrust lawsuit that was the opportunity to make huge changes to the UFC moving forward, and now it's just like no, nothing is gonna happen. This is gonna be a continuation of Dana White writing his own narrative and bad-mouthing whoever he wants to badmouth, for that matter. And it makes me sick. It honestly makes me sick. You know? I mean, look at the situation that's happening with Shane Carwin and a lot of these fighters that are getting CTE. They can't even live life the same anymore. Uh, that's a big price to pay. You know what I mean? And in my opinion, I think the fighters should be getting paid what they are worth, and um not only what they are worth, but what they deserve at the end of the day. I'm seeing a lot of retired UFC fighters struggle, man. A lot of retired UFC fighters are struggling. You know what I mean? They don't have no money. And not only that, but I see a lot of UFC fighters that are just not doing too good health wise. Oh yeah, this is what I was saying. Why is it that when Conor McGregor had brought up the Floyd Mayweather fight, Dana White in the UFC jumped on that, what I'm saying, quickly. They didn't say no. They didn't block Conor McGregor from fighting Floyd Mayweather. They didn't do any of that. Okay? But you have a guy like Francis Ngannou who wants to, fight in boxing and compete in other organizations as well and compete for himself. Dana White in the UFC says no to him. Why? Think about that. Why is that? Why do you think that Conor McGregor could make such a big move and go to boxing and fight Floyd Mayweather, but Francis Ngannou couldn't go fight boxing and come back to the UFC and fight MMA? Why is that? Why do you think that is? Did he do anything against Mayweather? I have no idea, man. I have no idea. I'm not into I guess Hollywood news. You know what I mean? Like the whole Diddy situation. I honestly could care less. You know what I mean? I could honestly care less about the whole Diddy situation. Yeah, it's funny and fun to read about it. But I could care less, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Whoever what you call it, goes to, the Diddy parties and chills with Diddy and is surrounded by a person like that, you deserve what happens to you. All right. Who is Diddy? Diddy is a I guess a hip hop mogul. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop mogul. He's a producer who uh, who recently, I guess, he's having some technical difficulties with his life. You know what I mean? I guess he's being accused of um, what is it? Sex trafficking. He's getting accused of what else? I mean, this video of him getting or beating up his estranged girlfriend at a hotel. He punted her head in the middle of the hallway. I mean, look, there's a lot of crazy shit out there. I woke up this morning feeling like P Diddy. Man, man, there's some there's some weird ass people out here, bro. I swear to you, there really is. But yeah, guys, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. All right, please like and subscribe. It takes minimal effort to give me that beautiful thumbs up. All right, I appreciate you and the subscription, guys. Please subscribe. But yeah, man. Um, I'm sorry, Ilya Taporia deserved more than just $50,000. I want to end it. I want to end that topic there because it's crazy to me that Dana White is still in the same system that they were 15 years ago. It's crazy to me, you know what I mean? And they talk about, Francis Ngannou being all about the money. Dana in the UFC is all about the money. They're all about their bottom line. That's what they're all about. Reactor, why do you want to feel like women abusers supposedly? Why do you want to feel like a woman abuser? Supposed you know, I have no idea. Diddy versus Eminem at featherweight. Book it, Dana. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know about no Diddy. Yeah, he's I guess he's yeah. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what he was doing with the baby oils. I don't know what he was doing with the drugs. I don't know what he was doing with his music. I just don't know, man. Good luck to him and his family. You know what I mean? I don't wish no ill will towards nobody. But I always believe, man, if you have a good head on your shoulders and you're a genuine person, good things will happen. You know what I mean? Good things will happen to you. You know what I mean? But if you're a bad person and you out here trying to dismantle, families and trying to harm people and trying to, what I'm saying, basically uh, dictate somebody's happiness. If you're that person, just believe if you're doing bad things like that and you're plotting and planning against people, that plotting and planning, that type of energy that you have is gonna come right back around. Trust me, it's gonna come right back around and it's gonna get your ass. And it's not only gonna come back around and get your ass, but everybody who you love and you're surrounded by, that go when it comes back around, the first thing that's gonna happen is gonna go right back around and attack everybody that you love. So everybody that you love is gonna attack them just the way you've been attacking and plotting people, all the way up until finally it gets to your ass. And when it gets to your ass, that's it. Your ass is grass, cause your ass is that's the bottom line. It was just coming back around to show you what is about to hit you, and when it hits you, it's gonna hit you like a 2-ton truck, baby. All right, so stop with the negativity. Stop spreading negativity, because I'm telling you, if you keep with that energy is gonna come right back around and kick your ass. Um, nah, dude sounds weird. Hi, what religion are you? I don't really talk about religion. You know what I mean? On here, I really don't. I'm not really that type of person to be speaking about religion publicly. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people out here that have different religions. You might be Catholic, you might be Christian, you might be Muslim, you might be atheist, you might be this, you might be that, you might be gay, you might not be gay, you might be straight, you might be bi. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm all about. You know what I mean? Hope you're having a good day. Oh, hello, Brittany Escobar. Man, I'm having a good one. I'm having a blessed one. I can't complain. It's been a good start of my week. I'm getting a lot of shit done. You know what I mean? Paper money is going up. So I can't complain. You know what I mean? I don't have too much to complain about. I'm very comfortable. So yeah, man, that's what it is. We just have to conceive, believe, achieve. Man, shut your ass up. You sound like a fucking self-help book. Fuck you talking about? That's what Michael Bisbee said. Yeah, be on here at random times. You be on here on random times. Yeah, I mean, I be on here on random times. Usually, I try to get on here when I can. You know what I'm saying? I try to get on here when I have some free time. You know what I mean? If I have some free time and I get home, and I could get on the live, I try to get on it as soon as possible and then go ahead and continue my day and continue doing what I'm doing. But yeah, man, that's what I do. The robe cover up for me. What do you mean? What do you? I gotta cover everything up, man. You know what I mean? I gotta cover it up, make sure I ain't showing no nipples publicly. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that. Nobody wants to see that. Like you be snuggling. I do be snuggling, man. I do be snuggling. Gotta, whew, you know what I mean? Gotta make sure that I'm warm. Make sure that that whatever touches my skin feels good. You know. I need some of those Colombian products, Brittany. Oh my gosh, here we go. We're setting off, deals over here. Just because her last name is Escobar does not mean that she has any, uh, pink dust connection. You know what I mean? Come on, leave her alone, guys. Leave her alone. Just because her last name is Escobar does not mean anything. All right, guys. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I sell healthcare. Look at that. She sells healthcare, not drugs. Look at that. Brittany Escobar over here is selling healthcare. All right. So if you have any issues with your health, you know what I mean? Brittany Escobar is here to save your life. She could give you, you know what I mean, some good health materials to keep expanding your mind and keep pushing you forward. I need them for mental health. Oh man. I got you in Texas. I need them for mental health. Hey, if you have any mental health issues, go ahead and see Brittany Escobar. All right, I don't know how much she charges. Okay, I really don't. I don't know how much she charges, but let me tell you something. The girl most likely could save your life with her health products. All right, so go ahead and talk to her on the chats. I can't help you. I can just tell you about mixed martial arts and give you a little bit of my 2 cents opinion. That doesn't really matter in this world. LOL, I can't help with the mental health. I guess not. I guess not. But yeah, guys, like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, man. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. I've been here for 34 minutes talking and rambling about how the UFC, you know what I mean, basically contradicts themselves. And I'm done talking about that. I'm moving on to other topics. I'm talking to you guys on the chat. Let me know what's going on, what you want me to talk about, what specifically you want me to talk about. Is there anything you want me to talk about? And if not, then I'm going to get out of here. You heard? Man, I'll tell you what, I got to go. I got to go get some smokes for sure, 100%. I'm running out, guys. I'm running out. You know what I mean? And I need smokes for real. I need some smokes, man. So your career is MMA? Subscribe. Subscribe, Braza. Thank you so much for the subscription, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So your career is MMA. No, my career isn't MMA. I actually went to school for audio engineering and entertainment. So I specialize in entertainment, the entertainment things of things like let me give you an example. So if there's a press conference, perfect example, if the UFC is holding a press conference or any organization for that matter is holding a press conference or any organization holding a gathering, it's usually at like a hotel type of atmosphere where I'll be the guy to come in and set up the whole venue for you. So I will set up the screen, the projector, the speakers, um, what else? What else? The lights, uh, the microphones. I'll be that person to set up all that. That's what I do for a living, guys. All right. And yeah, I went to school for it, graduated with it, and that's what I do. And hopefully, I could turn my degree into something huge. And that's the plan. That's the plan is to continue my entertainment aspect of things and keep it moving. Oh, nice. Sounds like a fun job. It's all right. Can't complain. You know what I mean? It's a good career. I get to pick and choose which venues I want to go to. I get to pick and choose when and where I want to go. I don't have to only stay in my state. I could go to another state if they're having like a festival out in, you know, fucking Mississippi or something. I'll go over there. Or New Orleans. I've been to a New Orleans. If they're having like a festival in New Orleans, I go to New Orleans. I'll set up the festival or whatever and whatnot. So yeah, I studied aeronautics, planning to have a career in Colombia. So I went to school for biochemistry and ended up loving sales. You went for biochemistry and ended up loving sales. Well, hey, whatever pays the bill and whatever you enjoy. You know what I mean? Whatever you enjoy. You know what I mean? That's what counts. You know what I'm saying? But biochemistry, that's really interesting. That shit is some interesting stuff right there. Business is good. Business is good. I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I have electricity. I have running water. I have food in my refrigerator. Right. I have a toilet that I'm able to go over there and shit anytime I want to. I could just go into the toilet and shit, and I could flush it, and it goes away. It doesn't have to stay with me. So technically, I'm living better than kings did, probably 250 years ago. So I'm doing great, man. I can't complain. I'm living like a king. You see this damn robe? Do you see this robe? I'm living like a king, man. It sounds like an aeronautics. He works on planes. Yeah. Yes, he works on planes. Your dad was an engineer for Lockheed Martin. That's a really good company. That is a really good company. My friend actually I think he went to the what was he? He was in the Air Force, and I believe he had the same degree, or he studied the same thing, aeronautics or whatever. Yeah, he studied the same thing. Really interesting stuff. Great, at least not for Boeing. If you're getting on a plane these days, you're risking your life. There's no way I'm getting on a plane. There's no way. There's too much shit going on a plane. Too many people getting into fights and arguing with people on a plane. I for one, I'm not arguing with nobody on a plane. I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm not trying to have no confrontation on a plane. Why? Because people are crazy enough to get their ass beat on a plane, right? And then after getting their ass beat because they're so mad, they just want to kill everybody on the plane. So they want to go and just open the emergency hatch door and kill everybody just because they got their ass beat. You know what I mean? So no, I'd rather not be traveling through plane. I keep my ass on the ground, There's too many crazy people out there. You might never know. Your pilot could be crazy, and he could freaking just drive the plane right into a fucking water. You know what I mean? While you're taking a nap on the plane, just because he wanted to. All right, just because most likely he got a divorce or something. I don't know. I don't know his home life, but we're seeing a lot of that shit go on. It used to be. So how do you come to Texas? Hello, I fly all the time and never had a bad experience. Look, Brittany, look, I'm happy for you. All right, I'm happy that you never had a bad experience on a plane, and I wish you never had you never have a bad experience on a plane. Because let me tell you something, you most likely wet your pants. All right, I'm just being real. All right, and the way I get to Texas and the way I get to other states, all right, is yo guío. Tú sabes, yo tengo un carro, so yo puedo guiar. You understand what I just said? Bro, I have a car, okay? A really, really good car, all right? I have a fucking truck. This truck could get me through anything. I could go on fucking running river water if I wanted to with this truck, and this truck is gonna get through that bitch. If there's a mountain, I don't care if it's Mount Everest, this fucking truck will climb that shit with me in it, and we'll make it to the fucking top. All right, so the way I'm getting to places is guiando. All right, tú sabes, mami. I'm driving to Texas, bro. I'm driving to Tennessee, bro. I'm driving to all these places. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I can fly. I've flown before. I've flown on a plane. I've flown on JetBlue. I've flown on Delta. I've flown on probably the one of the worst ones which was Spirit. Spirit Airlines, it literally, it's not even an airlines anymore, okay? It's a confrontation. That's what Spirit Airlines is, honestly. It's not an airlines, it's a confrontation. Every time, all right? And that was the first and last time I ever used Spirit. But yeah, JetBlue was awesome. Delta was awesome. I've flown first class on Delta, and let me tell you something. That experience was so awesome. Delta's first class is the best. Honestly, you don't ever want to go back to coach ever again. You want to stay right there in first class. Why? Because they treat you like a king. Why? Because you have the leg space. Why? I can actually lay down without anybody complaining that I'm hitting them with my damn chair. Why? They had breakfast and lunch. Okay, and if you come at a specific time, you could get both breakfast and lunch in first class. I'm sorry, guys. Delta would be my pick if I am flying, but I haven't flown in a while, so I'm driving. Wet my pants is crazier. Can you imagine flying and you have tremendous turbulence and it feels like your plane is going down? I'm telling you, you're gonna wet your pants. All right? I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the toughest SOB in the world. You will wet your pants. All right. What is your ethnicity? Damn, reactor. Why were you a bad pilot? Yeah, no Spirit for me. No Spirit. I like untied. I like untied. I don't have the first class money. I'd rather spend the money on experience. Hey, I hear you. I hear you, Brittany. I hear you. You know what I'm saying? Luckily for me, I didn't spend any money on my first class ticket. I actually had a connect. Who worked for Delta, and she was fantastic, man. You know what I mean? And she flew me on, you know what I mean, as a buddy pass, and she got me into first class, man. I was totally impressed. I thanked her, you know what I mean? But yeah, I didn't have to pay to be in first class. I had a connect that worked in Delta, and I got that first class. So whenever you're in Delta, right, and you're sitting in a seat, all right, and if somebody tells you, if one of the airlines people, hey, we don't have enough seats, you know, we need you to get up because there's a person here who needs that seat, right? I'll be that person who usually takes that seat, all right? So don't let them BS you. In reality, that's what they're doing. They're getting you off the plane so they can get their friend on the plane. All right, I'm just telling you a little secret. I'm putting that out there, all right? Because it's happened, and I did it. I was totally ashamed, but damn it, it was first class, and I needed to go places, and I needed to be somewhere at a specific time. So I took advantage of the opportunity, guys. I had to. Thought of someone tied you up. I thought someone tied you up. What do you mean someone tied me up? I've never been on a plane only boat. I see videos about first class and they look fancy. You took advantage of a 5-year-old girl. A 5-year-old girl. What? Chris Freeman, a thought like that. Only a pedophile would think a thought like that. So you're gonna get removed out of here. All right, you're gonna get removed out of here for a dumbass comment like that. All right, and if I see you in public, I promise you, I'm gonna fucking smack the shit out of you for saying something stupid like that. Literally, the most dumbest, idiotic thing you can say on a chat. You fucking pedophile piece of shit. Honestly, yeah, out of control, bro. Out of control. Only pedophiles think of thoughts like that. Honestly, we're over here talking about just regular shit, and this guy brings up some dumbass shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, who thinks of that? I don't understand that. I just don't. Who thinks about taking advantage of a five? Like, are you fucking out of your mind, bro? Yeah. If I see you, bro, I'm gonna fuck you up, man. Like, seriously, man. That's some crazy shit right there, man. Guys, if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. But that guy is gonna get fucked up, man. All right, he's gonna get his shit pushed in. If I ever see that guy, I'm gonna fucking push his shit in. All right, I mark my words. His shit will be pushed in. All right, fucking dumbass. What is your ethnicity? Guy was a PDF. Thank you. Chris and Buttery Biscuits be trolling too much. I'm telling you, I need some more smokes too after hearing these comments from these pedos. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Why so aggressive? Jeez. Aggression is needed. Yes, Brittany, aggression is needed. If anybody ever approaches you and asks you or not even asks you, tells you a question or tells you something like that about being a pedophile, I'm not into that shit, bro. I'll kill you, bro. Like if that was in reality and that person was right in front of me, I honestly know what I would have done. I know what I would have done. That guy would have been fucked up. I would have definitely caught a case. I would have had to call my lawyer. I have 3 lawyers. I literally have 3 lawyers. I've caught cases before, bro. I'm dead serious. I'm not even lying to you guys. I've caught cases before. All right, I have lawyers. All right, I just beat a case actually. All right, I actually have the mail right here. Hold on. Yep, right here. Look at that, right here. This right here. I haven't even opened it because I already know I beat the case. I got the email about it. I'm dead serious, guys. If that guy was in front of me, I would have fucking shit. His shit would have been pushed in. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. My ethnicity is 98% Homo sapien, 2% Netherlands. I would just walk away. So tough you are. I'm not tough, man. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not tough, man. I'm not tough at all. I'm not a tough guy. I'm not a tough guy at all, man. So who's that? Whatever, Zamaran, you so tough. I'm not tough, man. I'm not a tough guy at all. You know what I mean? So I'm not out here, pretending to be a tough guy. I'm not out here saying this and that and this. I just say what I believe, and I know for a fact if somebody was to say that in front of me, yeah, your shit is gonna be pushed in for sure. Damn, beat a case for what? Oh, right now, I want to say what you are. Wait, I'm confused, Brittany Esquire. What do you mean? LOL, right? Not want to say what you are. I'm confused. Damn, beat a case for what? I beat the case. You know what I mean? I beat the case. Beat quite a few cases, man. Dana can make you tough. Hell no, Dana can't make me tough. There ain't no way Dana can make me tough. The only thing Dana can ever do is take money from me. That's probably what he can do really, really well. Like you don't want to say your ethnicity. Oh, I'm sorry. I just been busy with the chats. It's hard to keep up with the chats, especially when they're coming at a consistent rate. I'm sorry about that, Brittany Escobar. But I am Puerto Rican and Dominican. That's my ethnicity. All right. My father is from Dominican Republic. He's Dominican, and my mother is from Puerto Rico. She's from Puerto Rico. She's Puerto Rican. But yeah, that's my ethnicity. You know what I mean? That's what I am. All right. A lot of people think I'm like. A lot of people think I'm Middle Eastern, like something like. Somewhere from like Iraq or Iran, even Indian. I've gotten Indian. I even got Guyanese. People even thought I was Guyanese before. But I'm not. I'm neither of those. I'm Puerto Rican and Dominican. That's my race. I'm Hispanic. I'm Spanish. Born and bred. I was born and bred in New York City. I was born in Manhattan, one of the largest cities in the world. Moved from Manhattan to Connecticut. Lived in Connecticut for a small portion of my life. Literally a small portion of my life. Probably like 3 years of my life. I lived in Connecticut. Maybe not even. And then from there, we moved to the South. I live in the South now. I've been here since then, and I love the South. I love everything about the South. I love the weather. I love the fact that I'm able to walk around with my gun. I love the fact that I can carry my AR when I go fishing. I'm happy that I can have bullets to put in people if they act a certain way. That's what you should have. As a human being, you should have the right to protect yourself and your family. Unfortunately, some of these states are fucking crazy. And when you go to New York City, they make a big deal about you having and carrying a gun, which makes no sense because New York City itself, I know for a fact, I know a couple dudes on the block who have guns, you know what I'm saying? And who sell drugs, okay? And they protect themselves and their product as well. So it makes no fucking sense. It's idiotic. But yeah, I love the South and love that fact. Yeah, I love guns. Yeah, I love guns too, man. I love guns too. You know, I got quite a few. I usually have two on me. Usually, I have one on my hip, and one in my car, just floating in my car. You know what I mean? Because the one on my hip is for me, just for protection, just you know what I'm saying, if I get out of the vehicle. And then the other one is obviously in my car, right underneath my steering wheel. Literally, I have a compartment right there, right with my in my truck. So if I can't get to my hip fast, I can just take my arm off the wheel and grab right underneath the wheel and grab my other gun that's available. And usually my AR stays at home. That one is nice tucked in and it stays at the crib. That one is for emergency purposes only, just in case I gotta put down an intruder fairly quickly. That's what I would use is an AR. Yeah, I love guns. Staying strapped when fishing is keeping OEMMA TV alive. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. You never know when you go here. I don't know if you're familiar, Habibi, but here in Florida, I live in Florida, right? When you go hunting, okay, when you go hunting in the Everglades and you go fishing, okay, there is big ass alligators. Okay, not only alligators, but there's also been shown freshwater crocodiles. Do you know how big freshwater crocodiles are here in Florida? We're talking about an animal that's about 15 to 25 feet. All right. And that's the smaller crocodile, saltwater crocodiles that's been found here in Florida. Usually it's gators here in Florida, and usually gators can run you in between 8 to about 13 feet. You know, one of the bigger ones, a gator. But crocodiles are a different species. Them motherfuckers are little dinosaurs, basically. And if you get caught up fishing out here in the Everglades, all right, with no gun or some source of protection, you will be eaten alive. All right. So rather than being eaten alive, all right, you might as well carry a nice sized gun just in case if shit goes south. You're very prepared and equipped for anything that happens. So that's the reason why I go fishing with my AR, because I don't want to get eaten alive, guys. Come on, I'm not just walking around here with my AR going fishing. Hey, yo, yeah, oh, I got my gun here in my chest, and let's go fishing. It's not like that, guys. All right, I actually have a purpose for it. MG42 is great for home defense. That's a good gun. That's a good gun. I can shoot out a target at 75 yards. Not as good of a shot with my pistol though. Oh, I'm really good with my pistol. I'm really. Damn, I wish I could. I have cause I go to the gun range a lot. And I actually have my frames. You know, like where I shot and whatever, and you know the location of my shooting. And let me tell you something. With a 9mm, I can shoot you from like, my gosh. With a 9mm, I can shoot you probably from like 50 yards. I'm that good. I'm pretty good when it comes to shooting. With an AR, oh, I'm putting you down quick. I'm putting you down quick. And you know what else I have, man? I have a Remington 380, a Remington. You guys know what a Remington 370 is? Do you guys know what that is? A Remington? I have a Remington, man, and it's a handheld shotgun. I would use that to shoot right through a wall. So if I'm at my house and my door is locked and I hear somebody trying to get through my door, I'm gonna go get my Remington. 100%. I'm gonna grab my Remington and I'm gonna put, it's called bear droppers. It's a specific type of bullet that you put into a Remington. And the bullet size is literally like, it's almost like this big. Like literally the bullet that goes into the animal is about this big. It's called a bear dropper. And I will grab that bear dropper if there was an intruder in my house and on the other side of the wall. I'll put the bear dropper in the Remington and I'll shoot right through the wall. Because I can guarantee you, whoever's on the other side of that wall, you're dead. Like a junior shotgun. I have a junior because my arm span is too short. LOL. I got you. I got you. Few 100 pounds for sure. Habibi is the perfect lunch for Gator. Nah, don't say that about Habibi. Don't say that. Habibi, no, no, no. We don't want to wish any bad ill will towards anybody on the chat, man, to be honest. I don't want to do that. As far as I'm concerned, Gators isn't bigger than Grizzlies. No, no, you're right. Gators aren't bigger than Grizzlies. You're right about that one. Gators are not bigger than Grizzlies, but they're fucking, you know, fantastic animals, and they could rip a limb off. Have a good day. Gotta go. Blessings. All right, Brittany Escobar, you have a good one. Bless y'all. I've been on here for almost an hour talking about whatever we wanted to talk about, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys for sure. I'm gonna stay on here for another couple minutes just to make the hour. And guys, like and subscribe, all right? It takes minimal effort to give me that thumbs up. So come on, like and subscribe, guys. Let's go. Let's go. But yeah, I have a Remington, man, and that's one of my favorite guns, actually. It's so powerful. Was at my cousin's house, and a bear walked in through back door, not even playing. That happens sometimes, man. That's why you got to keep your doors locked, especially if you live in rural areas, if you live in the wilderness and stuff like that. You got to keep your doors locked, man. It's funny because I had a bear come to my house at night, and I was hearing, we were hearing noise in the front of my house, and it sounded like somebody was trying to get through my door. So when I went to go peek out the window and see what it was, I saw like a big, like somebody tall, you know what I mean? But I only got to see the back part of this bear. So I thought it was a human. At first, I really thought it was a human because I only got to see the back part of it. So I grabbed my gun and I grabbed my Remington. I opened the door, and as soon as I opened the door, I'm not even lying. As soon as I opened the door, the bear backed up. Like literally, I'm not even lying to you. The bear backed up and put his hands up like this. I wish this was a movie, but it wasn't. This is a true story. I actually have someone who is living with me who can corroborate this whole story. I'm dead serious. The bear backs up, and this bear must have been like, I want to say like maybe 6 feet tall. This bear was, because he was standing on his legs, and he put his hands up, and then he backed up and took like maybe 5 steps going backwards. And I'm literally there with my gun pointed at him at my door, like, and I'm just looking at this bear, and this bear is backing up looking at me. And you know what this bear does? I swear to you, it was the funniest shit in the world. And I gave the bear the benefit of the doubt. I'm dead serious. The bear, this is what the bear did. The bear backs up, puts his hands up, backs up 5 steps, right? And then he just falls back. He literally just falls back to the grass of my front lawn. Literally just falls. He just falls down, falls straight back, and he stays there. And then, not only that, because I'm literally laughing at this. At this point, after that happened, I'm laughing. I'm like, what the hell? I'm literally laughing. And the person that was living with me was laughing at it, and they couldn't believe what was happening. I'm not lying to you. All of a sudden, the bear gets on the side of his hip, right? And he's still on the ground with his hands up like this. He gets on the side of his hip, and he just takes a peek at me. He just looks at me and goes, and lays back down. And literally lays back down. I was laughing my ass off. I put the Remington away. I closed the door. I was like, man, let the bear do whatever he wants after that. That shit was hilarious. Was at my cousin's house. Okay, got it on video recording. That's crazy. I did not get that one on video recording. I didn't get that. It happened too quick. Khabib can deal with grizzlies. Uh, I mean, a baby grizzly, not a full grown one. But I hear you. The bear was a dude in disguise. It definitely wasn't, man. I'm dead serious. It definitely wasn't a dude. It was a real bear. I watched and peeked out the window, and I watched him basically, decimate my trash. But yeah, I didn't do anything. I just let him do whatever he wanted to do, just because the guy won. The bear won at that point. Brother dressed up as a bear for Halloween. Yeah, right, right. That's hilarious. This sounds like something that would happen in my dream. I'm telling you, man. I thought it was a dream. I literally thought it was a dream. I have many stories like that, though. To be real, I have another story about a squirrel. But that's for another day, man. That story is hilarious. That squirrel story is the most funniest shit I ever seen in my life. But I'll tell you guys that story another time. I've been here for an hour now. All right, and it's counting down. I like to have medium rare bear for dinner. I never ate bear meat at all. I'll try it, but it's not good eating bear meat like that, because they hold pesticides, like they hold worms and shit in their meat, and if you're not cooking that right, you know what I mean, it's gonna be a tough time. You know what I mean? I don't want to get worms in my system. I don't want to mix that up. So I try to stay away from that. Say it, bro. Eric, what's going on? Lots of bacteria in bear. I wouldn't eat. Yeah, man, lots of bacteria in bear. You know what I mean? Bears, like if you eat, like, all right, for instance, if you kill a bear that's been eating only like berries and like, which this is hard to find, man. This is hard to find. Like, to find bears that only eat berries and shit like that, that's really, really hard to find. You only find them in the really, really foresty wilderness type shit. But if you kill a bear like that, that's the type of bear you want to eat. You know what I mean? Because that bear it's never touched anything rotten. It's not out here eating bad type of food. You know what I mean? Like garbage and shit like that. So yeah, and plus, from what I heard is when you cut into the meat of a bear that's been eating like healthy, like berries and shit like that for all his life, you would see that the meat is a different color, and that's what it would indicate its diet. So yeah, I wouldn't eat a bear only for those circumstances. A vegan bear sounds like a unicorn. Not really, man. Not really, man. They actually have bears who that only eat berries. I'm being dead ass. Like they only eat berries and fruits and stuff like that. There's actual bears out there that they don't like. They're not carnivores. They don't like to eat fish. They don't like to eat any of that. I mean, they just like to eat berries. You know what I mean? And yeah. You know what I mean? Once in a blue moon, if they find a good river, you'll find them eating some salmon and stuff like that. But for the most part, those bears who eat berries, they stick to that type of diet. What has been the most weird dish you tried, bro? Uh, I'll say, the most game meat that I ever ate would probably be like gator. I ate gator, and it was surprisingly good. I didn't think it was gonna be as good as it was. It's really chewy. It's sort of like the fat part of a steak. Like it's sort of like the fat part of a steak. Um, that was really good. And I also ate something I was surprised. I went to one of my friends' cookouts, and unfortunately, I thought I was eating steak. And to this day, I tell this story, and it's hilarious. I'm over here eating, and I'm putting hot sauce onto my what I thought was steak, and I'm eating it and shit. And my friends and his friends are like, because I got invited because of him, but I didn't know anybody at the party. So my friend is like, "Hey, you like it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's really good." And he was like, "How good is it? Do you think is what do you give it one out of 10?" And I was like, "Bro, I mean, I give it a 10. It's seasoned good. The meat is like It's not chewy. I don't have to chew it a lot. And everybody at this cookout started laughing. Like literally everybody started laughing. And I'm like, and I'm here eating it. And I'm like, why y'all laughing? What's going on? What's there to laugh about? And then somebody yells out, how you like that coon? And I was like, coon? What the fuck is coon? And that's when they told me, bro, that's not steak. That's raccoon. You just ate a raccoon. And yeah, I should have known better, man. I should have known better. My friend, he's a redneck. And he's out here just, you know what I mean, killing and hunting animals. I should have known, man. I should have known he did the setup on me. And he had me eating coon grilled, right? But let me tell you something. The way he cooked it, he must have cooked this shit 1,000 times. Or he was taught how to cook it, because that fucking coon was delicious. I won't eat it again, of course, but damn, that was good. Can't lie. Coon is like eating roadkill. I'm telling you, man. I can't even emphasize to you how disgusted I was once I learned that I ate coon. But hey, I ate coon. It was good. It was the first and last time I ever ate it. If somebody told me it was coon, I most likely would have never ate it. And that's most likely the reason why they did that to me. Just to have me try it and say that it was really good, because it was really good. I can't lie. I heard about this serial killer adds human meat from his victims and adds it to his burgers and sells it. Yeah, that was a guy. I forgot his name. Yeah, he ended up killing people, taking their meat and selling it to the public. And it's funny because people who ate that meat liked it. You know what I mean? There's reports that those people who were eating that meat, they didn't not like it. They kept going to it. Reactor, you probably do this. I hope not, man. I hope not, man. And you said frog legs? Oh my God. I've never eaten frog legs. I've never eaten frog, and I don't intend to. That shit is disgusting. He said not yet. Reactor says not yet. That's hilarious. That is hilarious, guys. But yeah, guys, I've been here for 67 minutes, an hour and 7 minutes, man. Thank you guys for being here with me once again. I'm about to be out of this chat. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my corazon. Once again, like and subscribe, guys. And I'm going to leave you with what I started the topic with, and that's Dana White being idiotic. He is totally contradicting himself. The UFC is totally contradicting themselves. If they think $50,000 for a bonus is actually a bonus, that's not a bonus, especially for what Ilia Topuria was able to pull. He knocked out Max Holloway. Max Holloway has never been knocked out. Ilia Topuria is complaining about his bonus, and I honestly think he deserves a bigger bonus, and so do the UFC fighters in general. I think there needs to be a new system for those bonuses. Dana White needs to stop convincing himself that he's so special and that he knows everything about everyone, all right? And Dana White needs to stop acting crazy, because the reality is everybody is looking out for their best interests, and he shouldn't call someone a bad person just because they're doing so. All right? Well, guys, you have a good one. Bless. One love. Everybody on the chat, like and subscribe. It helps me build the channel. I'll be on here most likely tonight. Y'all be good. One love.